Born on the 27th of May 1922, he would join the German army when the Second World War broke out, right after graduating from college. He would receive the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves, and eventually write the famous book Tigers in the Mud. Welcome to General History Talks. Today we will look at tank ace Otto Carius. Born on the 24th of May 1922 in Zweibrücken, Rhineland-Pfalz, in southwest Germany, Otto Carius had just graduated from school when the Second World War broke out. He volunteered for the 104th Infantry Placement Battalion in May of 1940. After his training was concluded, he was assigned to the 21st Panzer Regiment and would go into battle in the Panzer 38T as a loader during the Barbarossa operation in 1941. About a year later, with experience on the Eastern Front, Carius was accepted in an officer candidate course. When he completed the course, he was assigned to the 502nd Heavy Tank Battalion in April of 1943. Carius would become the tank commander of the 2nd Company of the 502nd Tank Battalion, which was recently re-equipped with a new Tiger tank. The summer of that year, the 2nd Company was deployed to the Russian Leningrad front, and they took part in several operations within the area. It was during that time that the 11th SS Freiwilligen Panzergrenadier Division, Nordland, and the 502nd were ordered to reinforce the front at the Nava bridgehead. It was during one of these engagements that Carius destroyed 4 Soviet Su-85s and was able to withdraw without losses. The company was transferred to Dunajburg in Latvia in June of 1944 to defend the city from a concentrated Russian offensive. The Russian army outflanked the German defensive lines in July of 1944 via the same motorways west of Minsk and Borisov to Vitebsk, which the Germans used in 1941. The Soviets intended to use tanks in vast numbers to divide the German-occupied territory into small pockets and then take the port city of Riga, which was an important strategic asset for both armies, as it was situated at the mouth of the Dwina River. First Lieutenant Otto Carius, with his company of 8 early and mid-production Tigers, advanced towards the village of Nava, which is the northern suburb of Dunajburg, on the 22nd of July 1944 to halt the Russian advance. Together with First Lieutenant Albert Kerscher, one of the most decorated commanders of the Schweres Panzerabteilung 502, they set out to check on the village. They wanted to know whether the Soviets already occupied the village or not. It was discovered that the village of Nava was under Soviet control, but Carius recognized that the Russian tanks in Nava were advanced troops waiting for the main force to arrive. Carius decided to recapture the village before the main force could arrive. Otto and Albert returned to the company for a briefing and explained the plan to take the village. It was decided to only use Carius' Tiger and Kerscher's Tiger, since there was only one road leading to the village, and rushing all of the company's Tigers would be dangerous. Speed was of the essence of Carius' strategy, and it was decisive to upset the Russians and immobilize their tanks. 2 T-34-85 tanks rotated their turrets to Carius' Tiger, number 217, when he was about to enter the village. Kerscher's Tiger, number 213, which followed at about 150 meters, opened fire and knocked both T-34s out. For the first time, the newest Soviet heavy tank, IS, whether it was an IS or IS-2 is not exactly known, was encountered. According to Carius, its silhouette was similar to the King Tiger, and Carius was confused at first, but after some hesitation he ordered his gunner to open fire. The IS was hit and burst into flames before it could open fire itself. Otto Carius recalled that the entire battle did not last more than 20 minutes, and in that short time, Carius and Kerscher knocked out 17 Russian tanks, including the new IS. Carius' quick and accurate recognition of the situation and the excellent tactics used were the main factors of the outcome, although the Russians were caught by surprise. Carius' achievement at Nava is equally outstanding to Michael Wittmann's achievement at Villers-Bocage. In November of 1943, Otto Carius destroyed 10 Soviet T-34-76 tanks at a distance as low as 50 meters. And although unknown when, it is said that Otto Carius witnessed the finest single shot ever taken in a tank in any war. According to his autobiography, his gunner became annoyed by an enemy fighter plane and took him down with the tank's main gun. In August of 1944, Otto Carius was transferred to Paderborn to the newly created Schwere Panzerabteilung 512, where he received the command of the 2nd Company once again. The 512th was equipped with a powerful Jagdtiger, armed with a 128mm Pak 44 L55 gun. You can learn more about the Jagdtigers and some of Otto Carius' personal experience with those vehicles in my other video about the Jagdtiger. The 2nd Company was training at the Zand camp near Paderborn at Dollersheim, near Vienna, but they were redirected to the front line at Siegburg on the 8th of March 1945 without finishing training. The 2nd Company took part in the defense of the River Rhine with limited success, and eventually surrendered to the US Army on the 7th of May 1945, and Otto Carius was released again on the 21st of May 1945. Although Otto Carius was a recipient of the Knight's Cross, he only wore it at the front, as he found that requests would be filled better because of it. After the war, Carius started a pharmacy, which he named Tiger Apotheke. He also wrote an autobiography, Tigers in the Mud, the combat career of German Panzer Commander Otto Carius. Otto Carius is considered a Panzer ace, credited with the destruction of more than 150 enemy tanks, most of which were on the Eastern Front. Carius died on the 24th of January in 2015 to ripe old age of 92. Sadly, this is where I will end the episode. I hope you enjoyed the first general history talks about a person, in this case, the esteemed tank ace Otto Carius. I must admit, I haven't read Tigers in the Mud, but this has actually given me good reason to. Again, I hope you enjoyed this episode of General History Talks, and as always, I hope you will like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date. If you leave a comment down below with a subject for a future episode, I will take it up as a possibility. Now, take care everybody, and I will see you in the next one.